Hello, welcome back to Bloodborne, part 27. We're going to go ahead and continue on with the lower Pthumeru Chalice Dungeon. Over here you see we are locked by a device. Honestly, this falling chip damage is so annoying. This door, we'll get to it. Just want to come in here. Kind of jack these dudes up a little bit. Go. Hopefully we get a blood vial opportunity. Just remember to keep looking up. Now that we're in the later dungeons, the little blob dudes are going to be hanging off the walls. Like that. Yep. Pretty close. Almost got me. Switch over to this. I mean, an easy way to kind of deal with these dudes is a Molotov. Or any kind of, flame spray or all that stuff. Just so you don't have to deal with the repetitive little runaway / damage, go, this and that. Annoying enemies. Nothing but monsters here. That was a chaotic clinic right there. Kind of surprised I didn't get whooped. Just keep looking up, make sure nothing drops on your head. But you can choose to skip this part because there's... Well, I guess you wouldn't know that without a prior warning. Yeah, prior warning was the message, just nothing but monsters here, so heed the warning and don't go up there if you really don't want to mess around with, little shit. It's not a big deal. Can we get the jump on him? And there you go. Our first instance of a hidden door. And that's why we play on online mode, just to get the help needed for those types of things. So I'll go ahead and like that message as well. Elden Ring, I get a lot of messages of praise because I kind of put some funny ones down in there at times, and some ones that I've seen around, just kind of copycat the community and their messages, and sometimes they don't like them, but it's alright. I'll go ahead. There we go. So you can already see what's going to happen in here. We are going to have to reset this room a couple different times because these guys will run away. And honestly, I would just do it from out here so you're not in the middle of their shit. A very, very silly enemy. Oh, man. Hey, well, we can corner them, but then the other one gets away. And I'm not going to say that those were the best rewards ever. I just kind of do whatever you want with that. Because the ones you pull from the story are still kind of outfitting these Chalice Dungeon ones. They really did that just for balancing, you know? They didn't want the Chalice Dungeons to kind of overrule what the main campaign would have been. Grab some Pthumeru. Yeah, very, very good to find these hidden doors every now and again. We can go ahead and get out of here. Take the other side. Really good pulls right there. Okay, we got a launcher. Come on, man. Not gonna lie, that was pretty buns. I think this is a good cutoff point too for the challenge dungeons because I'm clearly becoming uninterested just doing them repeatedly. And this is what I was kind of trying to avoid, but showing like newer players and people who don't really get into the challenge dungeons, this is probably the best way to do it. So you can pull out some pretty rare and unique things, you know, from doing it the first time after getting that eye rune and everything. So boring for me, but if it's your first time through the dungeons, it might be actually quite a challenge. And of course, you don't have to do it just like this. You can run through them at any point, kind of challenge yourself if you want to. But I'm just showing a more effective, safer time to do it. So you're not going to be like super mad or anything. That was a nice scoop. I'm gonna pop the door. Continue through. Thinking lower might take 30 minutes. Kind of looking that way. Fun fact about those things too, those are the only time you'll see them in the game. Chalice dungeons only. Nowhere else to be found. They would have made for a great enemy in the Forbidden Woods for sure. They probably were, but probably cut content and time restrictions or whatever they have going on. Behind you. Ritual Bloods. This was the gate that was locked from behind us. So you can easily tell there are a lot of these types of things in this dungeon. I mean, overall, the Chalice dungeons aren't, like themselves, aren't hard to navigate. It's just really the enemies that are inside of them. I mean, like, how many times have we seen the bagmen, you know, and they just seem to get stronger and stronger every single time you face off. It's annoying shit. They're not a complex enemy to deal with, but they're just so powerful. One wrong move and I mean, you're just dead. Still giving off them shitty ass. Yeah, so this is a good drop point. Just watch out for those things. Shit. I was not careful there. I totally didn't mean to jump down here the way I did. Pretty much just the underside of what we just did, though. Gonna be those Molotov throwing dudes and some dogs. I'll get the dog. I really want to get this guy to throw these on here. Going on there. What up, brother? Come on. Mistake. Very, very important piece of equipment there, the workshop haze extractor. Pretty much what Lower Pthumeru is all about. Giving you access to those much later dungeons just for the extra challenge of it all. So you really, really want to make the Chalice dungeons worth your time, pick that up, and you're going to be able to start doing the Sinister versions. Very, very good. So there was some use since falling down, I guess. Not the intended way I meant to do that, though. So we're going to reset here. And watch out for the giant hole. I think you have to jump over it. It's starting to look like. Yeah, at least we took the time to explore, but just take damage to the face with Molotovs, no big deal. There should be a bunch of, like, blood vials and whatnot. I remembered something about this thing. There we go. The media get fucking slashed. That's awesome. I'm just happy to be doing these kinds of videos, though, so I can look back on it and be like, wow, eating my words at its finest. This is actually a fucking dangerous encounter. That's pretty good. I enjoy that. Wow. Come on there, bud. I'm gonna need to fuck you up. Oh. This ain't good. This ain't good at all. I honestly wish he would have hit me just once so you guys could see how, like, so much damage these suits do. Especially in their hyped up phase. Oh my god. Oh, realistic. I almost said odd, but it was the first odd of a radial type we had. Add physical attack plus 22. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Somebody said that's cool. Go with whatever you say. You know, many a moon ago when I was still learning how to souls, I actually never used blood gems because, for one, I didn't know what I was doing, and then on the offhand, because the game never really explains it, I don't think I ever even knew about Hemwick Charnel Lane, because I didn't go that way. So yeah, I actually went through the entire game without ever knowing that you could do that. It's kind of my my Bloodborne story. So I handicap mode my own damn self. And I figured out how to beat the game without it. Kind of crazy. So that was an optional side route complete. We'll continue on. Focus on evasion and thrust is effective. Sir. Alright. I'm guessing that this is a giant. Yeah. This dude is ass. Yep. That's terrible, man. And there's honestly like no real way to explain this guy except for like just stay locked off. There you go, yeah. I remember his. Bullshit fucking chain attack. It's killer. I hate the giant. The giant enemies, they're all terrible. This ain't no good way to deal with them. Yeah, you kinda wanna Yeah, but I knew it was coming. But that's okay. Honestly, nothing really hard about the fight. It's just you get like one or two mistakes and it's over, pretty much instantly. That attack is just so deadly and it can do so much damage. Staying in front of him is really like a better way because as soon as you get behind him, you pull that out. See what I'm saying? Insane. And fucking insane. I think I've actually entered this guy's room one time with like 200k runes at one point, and he one-shotted me on 2 occasions. So I ended up losing those 200k just like that. It's a little sad, but you know, that's what I got for not turning them in anyway, and continuously repeating the damn boss without using a hunter's bolt mark. So you can use a bolt mark to get out of this situation if you're trying to just like level up and not lose your echoes. And see, that's the funny part. Like, if you get those like the little pus, whatever shit's on them to pop, it takes huge damage. This is better to get away from him, though. As soon as you make a mistake, just roll away. Probably only get realistically one poke. And that's what I'm saying, like the chain balls they don't know when they're gonna do max damage or half damage, whatever. Sad thing about the fight, though, is that I knew that I could only get like one poke and roll away. I mean, I don't have a lot of practice with this dude. But you saw the repeat attempts I did. This is a really good one. Weapon durability up for our Reader Palash, that's pretty weak on that anyway. And thrust, you know, so we're gaining really good runes in these later dungeons. Ones that are never really seen in the main campaign, so could be worth your time. But you see, Reader Palash is at a durability of 150. So fast as it is extremely weak in terms of durability. And once again, just keep popping lanterns. Phase on out. I think with an arcane build, that dude just melts. Just, you're far away. Range is like the best way to attack those guys. I hate the giants. They're all terrible fights. I don't know who designed them, but it was terrible. Let's go ahead and return. Arcane haze can be scraped out of various ritual materials. Materials are permanently lost after the haze is extracted. Arcane haze is an essential material for certain chalice rituals. Yep. So, you are going to find out a lot about arcane haze. Probably from other playthroughs. Not really through this one, because I don't really take on those engines, and especially probably not for videos. I do want to give them a try, so I might just like see what one looks like. But for the most part, you will use your, your based stuff as it is. So whatever you might not need in the end game, you're gonna turn these into arcane haze, but they're gone for good. But just be aware, don't turn the really expensive ones in, because you probably need them for the future. We will continue on with this setup. Really, there was nothing I needed to do but give souls up.
Welcome, what? Very well then.
Let's continue to pump that HP.
Farewell, good.
Not that it's doing much when we get one-shotted by a fucking chain ball giant. Oh, that would have been stupid. Okey-doke. On to more. Here we go. So, if anything, this should show you what is really going on here. We have a tiny spider. But not just any spider, a ROM spider. Yep. It's exactly as you think, people. Stuck on everything there. This place can be very dangerous, so just watch out. There are some very dangerous creatures around here. Oh, this is a summon, Madman Waller. We are gonna not, well, you know what? Yes, we are. Because for the boss of this area, it's going to be Rom. We don't want to face Rom in a situation where we have an NPC, because it upgrades the health bar and it makes the fight stupidly harder. That's got to be the shittiest way to do that. That's crazy. I actually have to approach this kind of strategically. Just run around and do what I want. Do gotta take care of Bagman. There's a lot of bad shit down here. Or just get handled by him. Okay. It's just such a cheap place to put these dudes down. Like, I don't quite understand what their thought process was. This fucking sucks. Yeah. I think Bag Bro stole my souls. Go. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Oh, so we're gonna have a new form of dog, and that weird, like, old lord hunter guy as a regular enemy now. So you're gonna try to take these guys down. So Madman Waller, you guys remember those dudes. incredibly shitty area. Obviously want to explore what we're exploring first before we move on to anything. These dogs are shit. Fuck. Sharp, damn. Sharp, damn. Skill scaling, attack. They seem good, but they're never not. I don't understand. Just gotta keep on pushing through. And he's gonna aggro. Grab some items. Across. Pretty shitty, right? Yep. So that's what awaits you in this area. It's absolutely horrific. I think there's a crawly down here. Not really sure. If there was, he probably ran away at this point. But if I reset the world state, then my little helper here disappears with him. So if there was something, you can reset and kind of check down here while everything's dead. You definitely don't want to reset this room because that was just a mess, right? Just corner to corner, pillar to pillar. Attack those centipede dudes from behind. It's really all you can do. The summon help will definitely give you lots of help versus those dogs and the owner. Not an easy room to deal with for sure. And again, we have little ROMs. This dude is crazy. I've got the upper floor. I don't know how far you stray from him before he, like, loses heart to follow. I don't think there's anything on the top platform. I don't really remember, though. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so thanks to that note, we know that there's nothing but just kind of searching around for our own general health. Go ahead and deal with those. You already know. There we go. So you can just dive bomb straight off the edge if you just want a quick path. So we'll go ahead and do a full run around, make sure there actually isn't anything. And you can see the room doesn't have the little cages that the other one did, like way back in the original Pthumeru Chalice dungeon. So, yep, we have to do a full run all the way back. And just let him survive. Tail to tail. Just keep it going. Really, the whole thing about this room is just the setup. Like, if we can get rid of the bagman, we have free access up and down this thing. You can kind of just mess with the enemies from there. But without it, it's... You gotta deal with the bagman following you, and, you know, this room in general is horrible to deal with. There's not really an easy way to say to deal with it. Just try to get rid of things one at a time, drag them around. Play with the AI. The Bloodborne dude is probably one of the worst things to have around there. Society dungeon. Yeah, okay. So we'll retreat to get Madman at least to follow us into here, because he's lost. Huh. Yeah, when he's stuck like that, he jacks this whole thing up. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... Yeah. We'll just exit. We'll have to reset everything anyway. I want to make sure there's no critters down there. Cool thing though is that it resets the summon sign, so you don't really have to traverse the dungeon alone anymore. Honestly, there's really nothing left to do. Check down here real quick. It's not looking like there was a critter. Sometimes they like to go wide too, so even down here at times. It's real easy to miss when there's like a chaotic mess of shit just kind of running around. Not that I think they were going to be worth it anyway. If they gave something like attack plus 50%, then yeah, of course, but... Honestly, I wouldn't even take him at this point, because he ain't going to be no help. Okay, so in the next one, we are going to take on the side route here, and then take on the boss.